Welcome to DarkNest channel. Today we will be reading from the series Can You Survive This? If you like this kind of content, then make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an upload. First story, The Hangman's Shadow. It was 1892 and the small town of Redemption had just been hit by a tornado. The catch was it was located on Cemetery Hill, a real place in our city. One night we were driving through Oklahoma and stopped at a gas station. While getting some food, we noticed a hitchhiker who was giving us the eye. My friend and I decided to pick him up and give him a ride. There was a rumor going around a local high school that there was a killer on the loose who was targeting young women. It was said that he would approach them, and if they screamed, he would strike them with a hook. The police never caught him, but years later, one of my best friends told me that she had seen him. She said that he was tall and muscular with long, greasy hair and always wore a black leather jacket. She said that he had a hook in his hand, and when he saw her looking at him, he smiled and walked away. For a while, everything was fine until we got close to his destination. That's when things took a turn for the worst. Do you believe in ghosts? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to hear more stories like these, then make sure to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. He started asking us for money, and when we refused, he pulled out a knife and threatened us. My friend and I were terrified, but we managed to escape. We haven't seen that man since. But sometimes I still wonder if he is out there looking for his next victims. Apparently, the previous tenant had gone crazy and ended up killing themselves. My grandpa said that if you go there at night, you can still hear their screams. Years later, I was driving home from a party with some friends when we decided to take a shortcut through Cemetery Hill. As we turned onto the street, we could have sworn we saw a ghost standing at the end of the driveway. We turned around slowly, and as we drove past the house, we saw a man standing at the window. He looked like he was waving at us. To this day, I don't know if what we saw was a ghost or just a figment of our imaginations. Houses were destroyed, people were dead, but one building remained standing. The jail, and inside that jail was one man who had been sentenced to death by hanging. When the sheriff went into the cell to get the prisoner ready for his execution, he found that the man had taken his own life. As they were about to cut him down, the sheriff felt a cold spot and heard what sounded like the prisoner's screams. Some believe that the man's spirit is still trapped in the jail and will never find peace. Story No. 2. Cemetery Hill. It all started when my grandpa told me a story about a haunted house that was for rent. Story number 3. The Hitchhiker. I was 19 and hitchhiking across America with a good friend of mine. And now for our final story. No. 4. The Hookman. The stories in this episode are based on actual events.